Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm working here on doing a little Mustang things. Last night I was doing a little late night Black Ops. Well, I got all kind of stuff here. I sleep with the parts. Not only do I work on them, I sleep with them. Well, anyway, let me show you what's going on here, what the Django is. This is a Edelbrock intake. I decided to kick in a nickel. I wanted intake that had more airflow that was ported. So I ran across this like 2 years ago and it already had port work. Now I'm doing aftermarket modifications to the port work. Well, let me show you what's going on. When you port something, it puts little lines sideways into the metal, if you see what I'm saying, like all around the edges, everywhere, all the way through to the port work. And as the air travels through, I think when it hits those striations in the metal, it does this type of, it doesn't flow freely. So I was thinking about it and I wanted it to flow freely as possible. Let me see if I can show you. My flash is not working because I'm on low power. But on the inside of the head, as soon as you do this port work with these little tools and Dremels and stuff, it leaves little small striations. Let's see if one I can have it done. You can hear how I rub my finger through. See how it catches my finger? This has already been ported all the way through from top to bottom. Now I went back with two different grits of sandpaper, as you can see there. You hear the difference? That one I haven't done. See how my finger just glides across this one? Well, in these other two here, I went ahead and sanded them down to their baby smooth. So the air will flow straight through. It won't catch those striations of the port work. So, I've gone all the way through, and I've done one runner at a time. Let's see, I think I've done this one. See how smooth it is? Now here, this side I haven't done. You hear how it's catching my finger? My finger can feel the little bit of edges. Now this one, after I've done with this one, I mean, it's baby smooth from top to bottom. There's nothing going to be catching here. No air is going to be catching side places or anything. I spent some time on it. So I'm going and doing the runners individually one by one from top to bottom and getting them as matched as possible. Now, I'm not going to be perfect on the matching, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to try to get them as smooth as possible so the air will just flow right through the intake. I don't want to catch any of those side pieces where the tool has made indentions. So after I get done with this side, from top to bottom, I'm going to pull the cover off on this and go from top inside to the back of the runner, and make sure this is all smooth as well. This I haven't done. You can kind of, if you mess with porting stuff, I didn't port this. This was already professionally done. But you can kind of see little striations that the tool makes. You can see them right there. You see how the tool has made those little striations in the metal? Well, those striations are restrictive from the air. When the air hits that, I mean, yeah, it's going to blow through, but that little edge is going to be restrictive. So I do this on some of my parts to make it flow really well. And the intake I had is port matched to the head, so I'm taking a chance by putting this one on because it's really not matched. And my car's tuned for that intake too. So I want to step it up with this, and I'm going to do meth injection. So I figured I'll grab 100 horsepower between the two. I'm not going to tune right away. I'm going to set the meth up where it's just right. And it's always something with these cars, you know. It's a day and night thing for me working on these animals. Here's the Cobra's transmissions going back in. The only last thing I'm going to replace is the retainer, bearing retainer there. I'm going to put a brand new one on. Everything else I pretty much got for that. So that's going to be another project, the 95. This is one of the coupe projects that's going to, it runs right now. I warmed it up. I got to mess with it. It's been sitting a couple months now. I got to mess with the fuel. Probably add some Tektron, run the hell out of it. I got just a tiny surge. But I've had that problem before, and when you know Mustangs the way I do, you figure it out. But this is port modifications to a Victor 5.0 intake out of one of my race Mustangs. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this thing back on and see what it'll flow. I think it's going to flow a lot better. I mean, the difference between baby smooth and, But you guys take it easy. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share.